If you stop eating these foods, your diabetes will be solved. The biggest culprit in the Western world is bread and wheat flour-based products. In the Asian and Indian subcontinent, it is mainly rice. Whether they are whole wheat, brown rice or basmati rice, they all have more than 75 grams of carbs per 100 grams by dry weight. I always compare by dry weight, as the cooked food carb content may vary depending on how much water you add. So, if you need to get rid of diabetes and its complications, you need to get rid of them or at least limit them strictly. It's more dangerous than you think. Scientists followed over 36,000 people for 4 years. They discovered something terrifying. People who ate white bread at least 17 times per week had a 30% higher chance of worsening diabetes. That's nearly 1 in 3 people getting diabetes just from eating white bread regularly. Wholemeal bread is not going to be far behind. Number 1. Rice, bread and starchy root vegetables like potatoes work the same way as bread. Your body absorbs it so quickly that your blood sugar spikes within minutes. Also, the polishing process removes all the fiber that would normally slow down sugar absorption. I would suggest you replace rice and wheat-based foods with legumes like lentils, beans, peas, chickpeas, and peanuts. If you really want to bake bread, you can buy soybean, chickpea and other bean-based flour. You can see on YouTube, people making lentil flatbread. Toss cooked lentils with fresh veggies to make a chilled lentil salad. Make dal or lentil curry. Use as a substitute for chickpeas in lentil falafel. Make a lentil bread loaf instead of wheat loaf. You can buy soy-based foods from shops or make your own. That include options like tofu, edamame, and tempeh. You can also make bread with soy flour, which is available from most Indian shops. Number 2. Now let's talk about something that might surprise you. Potatoes are considered healthy vegetables by many people. But they're blood sugar bombs waiting to explode. Potatoes digest into your bloodstream faster than almost any other food. They cause immediate blood sugar spikes that can be dangerous for anyone at risk of diabetes. Number 3. You might think you're being healthy by choosing diet drinks. But artificially sweetened beverages are actually worse than regular sodas for diabetes risk. Scientists tracked people's drinking habits for years. They found that increasing artificially sweetened beverage consumption by just half a serving per day raised diabetes risk by 18%. That's higher than regular sugary drinks, which increased risk by 16%. This discovery shocked the medical community. Artificial sweeteners were supposed to be the safe alternative. But they seem to confuse your body's natural sugar processing systems. Your brain expects sugar when it tastes something sweet. When no real sugar comes, it disrupts your insulin response. Number 4. Let's move on to something hiding in plain sight. Ketchup seems harmless enough. But most brands list sugar or corn syrup as the second ingredient. Just 2 tablespoons of ketchup contain about 8 grams of sugar. That's equivalent to eating 2 sugar cubes with your meal. These hidden sugars add up quickly throughout the day. The same problem exists with many condiments and sauces. Barbecue sauce, teriyaki sauce, and sweet salad dressings are loaded with hidden sugars. They cause the same blood sugar spikes as eating candy. But people use them without thinking because they don't taste as sweet as desserts. Number 5. Meats. Processed meats deserve special attention because the research is so clear. Eating just 50 grams of processed meat daily, that's about 2 slices of ham, worsens diabetes by 15%. This includes bacon, hot dogs, sausages, and deli meats. The processing methods and preservatives used in these foods damage your body's ability to regulate blood sugar. But it's not just processed meats. Regular red meat consumption also raises diabetes risk. Eating 100 grams of unprocessed red meat daily, roughly the size of a small steak, worsens diabetes by 10%. The high saturated fat content and certain compounds in red meat interfere with insulin function. Even poultry isn't completely safe. Regular chicken consumption raises diabetes risk by about 8%. But this risk is much lower than processed or red meat. More importantly, people who replaced processed meat with chicken lowered their diabetes risk. Number 5. Breakfast cereals present another hidden danger. Most processed cereals, even those marketed as healthy, have high glycemic indexes. They cause rapid blood sugar spikes despite being fortified with vitamins. Instant oat and oatmeal are particularly problematic because the processing makes them digest almost as quickly as pure sugar. The glycemic index measures how quickly foods raise blood sugar. Pure glucose scores 100 on this scale. White bread scores between 70 and 85. White rice scores around 73. Potatoes can score as high as 85. These numbers explain why these foods are so dangerous for blood sugar control. Glycemic load is another concept that nobody talks much about. It considers both the glycemic index, GI, and the amount of carbohydrate in a serving. It's a more practical tool than GI alone because it accounts for portion size, which can significantly impact blood sugar response. But here's the good news. You can reverse this damage by making simple food swaps. Replace bread with legume-based foods, or you may be able to buy special reduced carb bread. Switch rice for lentils or quinoa. Lentils are very cheap, heart-healthy, low glycemic index food. Choose radishes instead of potatoes. Drink water, black tea, green tea or black coffee instead of sugary or artificially sweetened beverages. If you want the milky taste, you can add a bit of reduced fat milk or soy milk. The transformation happens faster than most people expect. Within weeks of eliminating high glycemic foods, blood sugar levels start stabilizing. The pancreas gets a chance to recover from constant stress. Insulin sensitivity begins improving. Think about this scientifically proven fact. Replacing just one daily serving of sugary drinks with water, coffee, or tea reduces diabetes risk by 2 to 10%. That's a significant improvement from such a simple change. Your food choices today determine your health tomorrow. Every meal is an opportunity to either harm or heal your body. The power to prevent or reverse diabetes is literally in your hands every time you choose what to eat. These foods we've discussed aren't just mildly harmful. They're actively destroying your metabolic health with every bite. But the moment you stop eating them, your body begins healing itself. Your blood sugar stabilizes. Your energy improves. Your diabetes risk plummets. The choice is yours. You can continue eating foods that sabotage your health. Or you can take control and give your body the fuel it deserves. Your future self will thank you for making the right decision today.